Coming up, overtime. Welcome back, my friend. Let's shift over from the collegiate scene to the professional scene. So, we're going to play a fun game that I came up with in a dream last night, and I texted my producer, hey, our producer, Liv Sharp, what do you think about this? It's called Fake or For Real. I'm going to give you some teams, and I'm going to ask you, can they get over the hump and make the NBA Finals? Not necessarily win, but make the NBA Finals. Let's start with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They can easily. They're probably the favorites right now to win the Finals. It's probably going to be them or Cleveland or Boston, just like assuming everything plays out the chalk until the conference finals, of course. I don't think that'll happen. I think Denver and Oklahoma City will be the semifinalists in the league for that conference, and the Cavs and the Celtics. But the Thunder are easily for real. Shea playing at an MVP level. They just got the talent. We saw what they did to the Cavs a week after they lost to them in a tight ball game. They played the Cavs brands of basketball. The Cavs got Cavalanced, which you don't see that happening too often at all this season.
I'm also going to agree with you. I want to trend towards fake with the Thunder just because they're very inexperienced. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Joe. These are all inexperienced younger players. Their coach hasn't really made it past, I believe, the second round or first round. But defense wins championships. And they have a big man, something the Lakers don't have. I'm really interested to see how Chet Holmgren stacks up against Nick Jokic, but I think they could definitely make the finals. That defense is scary. Shifting over to the top dog in the East, Cleveland Cavaliers. Stone, are they fake or for real?
They are for real. They are a well-oiled machine, and it just efficiently moves. It's nothing really flashy, like, they're not – well, actually, it's flashy that they blow people out the way they do. Tristan Thompson getting tons of garbage time minutes. Like, TT is a –
He was getting teed up in Toronto.
Yeah, he was getting teed up in Toronto. Said some words on Twitter. Dunked late in the game. You can debate if that's good sportsmanship or not. But the Cavs they're just efficient. Everything molds well. I think Hunter, he's averaged 15 points per game in the 2 games he's played here, 12 and 18. So I think he'll continue to take the game to the next level. We got rid of Georges Niang. As much as I love him, it's cutting dead weight, kind of like what the Guardians did with Andres Jimenez and the offensive ability. It just improves that team a little bit. You've got Tyson, who he's got future talent. Maybe if you can trade him, pull him in for some player. Maybe LeBron James next year.
Oh, my goodness. Conspiracy theories. But I, as a native son of Cleveland, I'm going to get a lot of hate back home, but I'm going fake. And here's why, before you all send me to prison. I don't think the Cavaliers are ready. What I mean by that is I'm a big experience guy. I like teams that have shown me that in the playoffs you took care of business. A 7-game, a series where the Orlando Magic took the Cavs to 7 games and they didn't look the best. Mind you, Jared Allen was injured and it's a different coach, but something about this Cavs team tells me they aren't ready, that the Boston Celtics are probably more likely to beat them in the playoffs. Sticking in the East, Stone, are the New York Knicks fake or for real?
Fake. I just think the way that the series are going to play out, they're either going to have to match up with Cleveland or Boston in that second round, and it's just really just casualty. They pull an upset, definitely, but I don't think they will pull an upset. I think the Cavs are taking care of business against them. Boston has. I just think it's top 2 and everyone else.
That's a very good point. I'm also going to have to go with fake because this New York Knicks team is a shell of itself. Like it's obviously a good team with good offense. Jalen Brunson's a great point guard, an all-star for a reason. But this does not look like a Tom. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This does not look like a Tom Thibodeau, I'm going to play 40 minutes and fight you for the whole game team. This is just too much of a modern basketball team. And that's another reason I worry about the Cavs is that they may not need to have the mental, physical, I can get pushed down and get it up toughness that a team like the Denver Nuggets have. I'll get into that. But are they fake or for real?
The Nuggets?
Yeah.
Oh, the Nuggets. You got Nikola Jokic. He's an MVP. He's taken them and won finals. Upset last year, but you know what? They will always be for real as long as they have Jokic. I mean, he's the MVP. He's probably the best player in the league. He's stacking up MVPs at a rate that LeBron should have probably stacked up if it weren't for voter fatigue. Clearly the best player in the league. He may win another one this season. Remains to be seen. But the Nuggets are definitely for real, and they will continue to be for real.
I've got to agree with Stone on that. I love the Denver Nuggets. And Nikola Jokic, I mean, he's got the heart of a champion and a tough heart himself. Coming up, it would not be an episode of Overtime without a guessing game, handcrafted by our producer, Liv Sharp. Coming up next on a lovely edition of Overtime.